What if I told you that spending just 20 minutes every week could be the difference between feeling overwhelmed and actually having time for yourself? Today, I am showing you my exact weekly planning system, and here's what nobody talks about. The secret isn't in the daily grind, it's in this one weekly ritual that I have been perfecting for 10 years. I am a busy parent just like you, and the weeks I skip this process, complete chaos. But when I do this 20-minute routine, I actually get my most important work done and have time for family. And now let me show you exactly how. First thing I do is face the truth about last week by pulling out my previous week's pages and do what I call a reality check. I strike off completed tasks, move unfinished ones forward, and here's the key: I write down what actually happened during my blocked time. For example, last week I planned deep work but ended up helping my mom to set up her new phone because her old one was dying and I needed her to stay reachable for her charity work. So when I write this down, I am not beating myself up. I am just remembering that I made the right choice for what matters most that day. This 5-minute step is what separates successful planners from people who just make pretty lists. You need to know your patterns before you can improve them. But here's where most people mess up their weekly planning. They start from scratch every single week, staring at a blank page, wondering what they should focus on. I solved this problem years ago. The reason my weekly planning only takes 20 minutes is because I have already done the heavy lifting during my monthly planning. While everyone else is staring at a blank page, wondering what to do, I just reference my monthly overview page. I have already broken down my big goals into weekly chunks, so instead of decision fatigue, I am just executing a plan that is already mapped out. It's like having a GPS for your week instead of wandering around lost. This is why daily only planners burn out. They are making too many decisions every single day. Weekly planning gives you the perfect balance, not too overwhelming like monthly, not too scattered like daily. Now, here's where the magic happens with time blocking. Most people just write tasks in random time slots and wonder why nothing gets done. But when you know your energy patterns and family schedule, or your schedule for the matter, you should be able to map out on what goes where. So during my planning session, I remove the pages from my disk ring for planning ease. Then I use specific colors, one for deep work, one for appointments, one for classes, so that I know what was planned on that hour. By the way, if you're wondering about these weekly planning inserts I'm using, they are available in my shop. I will link it below. So, my mornings are when I do my most important work because that is when my daughter's at school and my family members are at work. So, instead of crossing my fingers and hoping I'll find time later, I'm just blocking it out when I know I will actually have quiet time. So, here's the thing: most people put the wrong task at the wrong time. They will do busy work like checking emails during their best thinking hours, then try to do deep work when the kids are home and chaos hits. I put my most important work during quiet morning hours and save the admin stuff for when I'm already getting interrupted anyway. And that's exactly why this system works. And that's also why time blocks are useless without this next step. So at the top of each day, I fill out action boxes with specific tasks. This becomes my daily planning cheat sheet. Every evening before I shut down my computer, I know exactly what tomorrow looks like because it is already written down. No morning decision fatigue and no wondering what's important. And this is how you get 40 productive hours out of a busy week instead of just staying busy. So, there you have it. My 20-minute weekly planning system that has kept me sane and productive for 10 years. 5 minutes for reality check, strategic time blocking around your actual life, and action boxes that eliminate daily decision fatigue. And the best part? You are not just getting more done, you are getting the right things done while still having time for what matters most. So now everything I just shared builds on my monthly planning system where the real magic happens. If you want to see how I set up those monthly overviews that make weekly planning so effortless, watch this video next. Until then, I wish you happy planning and I will see you in my next video. Bye.